Welcome to a 2025 edition of the Double Shot.
It's crazy.
Happy New Year to everyone. It's
Happy
the first
New Year to you, Jason.
double shot of the new year, and I was in my office when you came in, and the second you got in, you went up to someone who just happened to be there, a coworker, whom you don't normally have all these longer conversations with, but you asked this person how their new year was.
Yeah.
And it dawned on me that people who do that, they don't really care how the other person's new year went. They ask that so that they can quickly then tell them what they did during their new year. So really your intent was to explain what your new year was, not to hear what their new year's was like.
So you think I was being selfish?
No,
I was setting myself up to talk about my new year.
Everyone does this, and it's the equivalent of people saying, "Well, how'd you enjoy your weekend? What'd you do over the weekend?" You don't care what they did over the weekend. You just want to say, "Oh, by the way, you know what I did." That's the only reason.
No,
Who cares how other people's New Year's went?
No, here's where you're wrong. You're half right. I would say you're half right. I didn't particularly care how this person's New Year's went, although I was pleasantly surprised to learn that they had a good one. That made me feel
nice. Yeah, but you shouldn't have to be pleasantly surprised. You put yourself in a position.
Listen, I'm not besmirching the person at all. I asked that.
Nothing to do with. This is for everyone.
I have asked that question of everyone that I've seen this morning.
Care.
I asked it to you as well.
You don't care.
I don't care.
Did I ask how your New Year's went? No.
You
want to know why? Because I don't care.
No, I know you don't care. And I really don't care how somebody's New Year went. I don't. The thing that I like to do, though, is it gives me something to talk about with that person, an obligatory thing, just a thing I can talk about, and then I can move on. I don't need to I'm always coming up with things to talk about with people. I'd rather just stare at the floor and walk away.
A normal person might take that as a hint of not wanting to talk to you, that you're the one who always has to approach them and start conversation. Maybe they just don't want to talk. You ever think about that?
Well, I didn't think about that. But I don't want to talk.
I'm the one always going up to people and starting conversation. If they wanted to talk to you, they'd go up to you.
I feel like maybe they might be, some people get intimidated and they don't want to have conversation.
No one's intimidated by you. Literally no one. There's not a single person who's intimidated by you.
I do have a very friendly face.
Yeah, there's nothing intimidating about you. I'm intimidating because people know I don't like people.
But they assume that I like people, so I think that they think they need to be ready to have some quip or to say something to me that I'm going to find mildly amusing.
No, I think they just want to end the conversation.
I like to break that ice, and I like to say, "Hey, how was your New Year?" And I get in there, and then it's a nice segue, and then I can walk away, and they can walk away. We both feel like we had a nice experience.
Okay.
And then we move on.
How was your New Year's, by the way? By the way, we're being told we have to wrap up. Okay, sorry. We'll talk about it next time. See you tomorrow. Hey, it's Jason Rantz here with Scott Rarucka from Legacy Group Capital. He's their CEO. So let's talk about someone who wants to invest in real estate. They don't quite know where to go, what to do, where to start, but they do know, obviously, that right now the market is really, really hot. So you're the place to do it. How do you help?
Yeah, so how we help is, we've been investing in the greater Seattle area for over 20 years, and we have a historical track record that we're super proud of. Double-digit returns over time with no investor losses. And if you can find somebody else out there that's done that, you should probably talk to them. And how we really do it is we're lending on real estate, and we're also acquiring real estate and building it and developing it. All those things come out of a fund that people invest into. So there's lending and there's acquisition. And then we share in profits with all of our investors on both those activities. Jason, most people can't do that on their own. They're not going to go develop properties. They're not going to go be a bank and lend money. But they can jump in with us and they can be that developer and they can be that lender, but it's underneath our umbrella with a 20-year track record that's unparalleled to anything that you'll find out there. We've been told that we're one of the best kept secrets in the Pacific Northwest.
I don't want it to be a secret. I want everyone to know just about what it is you do. The Legacy Group Capital family of funds offer short-term 90-day investments at 7%. Longer-term investments, they've averaged double-digit returns. Just go to legacyg.com.